Welcome to Watches with Dennis, and today I want to talk about the Longines Flagship Heritage Moonphase. The Moonphase complication is new to the Flagship Heritage line, and there are 3 colorways that Longines is offering. I do have the reference numbers in the video description if you want those specifics. One version features a Sunray silver dial with silver hands. Another features what Longines just calls a silver dial. It's sort of a warmer matte silver, along with gilt hands. And one of the colorways is a Sunray blue dial with silver hands. All 3 watches are in stainless steel cases. They are 38.5 millimeters in diameter, feature a thickness of 12.4 millimeters, and a lug width of 19 millimeters. I do not at this time know the lug-to-lug distance. The back of the watch features a closed stainless steel screw-down caseback, which protects the Longines L899.5 caliber movement. This is an automatic movement that beats at 3.5 hertz, has 21 joules, and offers approximately 72 hours of power reserve. Back towards the dial, which is protected by a sapphire crystal which has AR or anti-reflective coating on both sides of it, we see applied indices, a sub-dial towards the 6 o'clock position, which is actually the pointer date complication, the interior of which houses the Moonphase complication, and dolphin-style hour and minute hands which do feature superluminova. All 3 colorways are currently priced on Longines' website at $3,050 US. So in terms of my overall thoughts on this watch, focusing just on the dial, aesthetically, I find this a very pleasing look. I'd say of these 3 versions, my favorite is actually the gilt hand, more matte silver, warmer silver looking dial. Normally, I actually favor Sunray finishes, but I really like the contrast that the gilt provides, though all 3 colorways are well balanced. But the watch specifications do have a few concerns for me. The first is something I know I've talked about with other Swatch Group brands like Omega. I do not like seeing AR coating on both sides of a sapphire crystal. AR coating is very easy to scratch. I think it defeats the entire purpose of having a sapphire crystal when the surface of that is still going to be able to be marked up. And while I do like AR coating and think it greatly helps with legibility, in my opinion, it should always only be on the interior side of the sapphire crystal. Another area of concern is the ease at reading this pointer date function. Aesthetically, it is extremely attractive to go ahead and place it in the subdial configuration. However, this is only a 38.5 millimeter watch. I am not sure whether or not I would be able to read this date complication without getting the watch really close to my face. I haven't been able to have hands-on time with this watch yet, so maybe it's not an issue. However, most of the time when you see dates implemented, they are bigger and easier to read. And most pointer dates I'm familiar with often will take advantage of the chapter ring area of the dial. I don't think it's as attractive as this implementation, but I worry that this implementation is not particularly convenient to read. The third and final area of concern I have is actually the watch thickness. 12.4 millimeters is not inherently a quote-unquote thick watch. However, we need to bear in mind that we're also talking about a 38.5 millimeter watch. And to me, on paper at least, the proportions don't really line up. And when I look at some of these photos from Longines' website, I'm finding these to appear somewhat chunky for their diameter. Let me go ahead and give you some comparisons real quick. So JLC has a 6 o'clock Moonphase feature watch called the Master Control Calendar. It's actually a 40 millimeter diameter watch, but the thickness is under 11 millimeters. According to JLC's website, it's 10.95 millimeters. And that's an automatic movement, just like Longines has an automatic movement in their Flagship Heritage Moonphase. Let's pull from another brand. How about a Swatch Group brand this time, Blancpain. They have a 6 o'clock Moonphase watch, the name of which I'm about to butcher, called the Villeray Quantième Complete. This is a 38 millimeter diameter watch, so half a millimeter smaller than the Longines Flagship Heritage Moonphase. But it's only 10.45 millimeters thick. And again, caliber 6763 is what drives this watch. That's an automatic movement. Now, it would be fair to point out that both of these watches, the JLC and the Blancpain, are significantly more expensive than the Longines. Both of them are around $14,000, according to their respective websites. So perhaps the 12.4 millimeters thickness on the Longines Flagship Heritage Moonphase is the price we pay in order to save actual dollars. But I remain skeptical that this is a good implementation. Let me go ahead and throw out another interesting case in point. Tudor's Black Bay 58, just a stainless steel version. That's a 39 millimeter watch, so half a millimeter larger diameter than this Longines. However, this is a dive watch. It's a 200 meter water resistance dive watch, and its thickness is 12 millimeters. And dive watches, in my opinion, are designed to be chunky, or at least we expect them to be chunky. The aesthetic works with it, and I'm not sure that it really works here. But that's just my opinion. Please comment yours below. What do you think of the Longines Flagship Heritage Moonphase? Is there a particular colorway you prefer? Do you think I'm overstating the thickness concerns? Go ahead and provide your thoughts there. If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a like. If you want to be notified when I have new videos, click the subscribe button. If you'd like to support the channel further, I do have a 99-cent a month club, and that membership does include access to a Discord server where we hold watch discussions. Thank you, everybody, for taking the time to watch this. I appreciate it. Have a great day.